Good evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. It's nighttime for me. Excuse the way I look. I just got out of the shower not too long ago, and it is time for bed. I'm just trying to get all my video stuff and my grocery list made for tomorrow, which is Friday, because I have to be at the doctor's office by 8:30 in the morning, and so the least I have to do in the morning, the better. And this has taken me a while because I've been comparing prices between grocery stores to try to get as best of a deal as possible. Now, this does not include Aldi's because, like I said last week, for me, Aldi's website is hard to navigate. They may have prices on the website, but it's hard for me to navigate, so it's better for me to just go and look. Yes, I'm drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. But I wanted to go over, last week I just kind of bought random side stuff to go with the meat that I have here at the house. This week I actually planned my meals for 6 days of the week, and then on the 7th day we will be doing leftovers, and we may do leftovers more than one day next week. It just depends on how much we have left over. But I'll go over what I have planned. So, oh, I forgot to add that. I shouldn't need any, I should be fine. So, for breakfast and lunch, Monday through Friday, it's kind of just here and there because I'm not a breakfast eater, and my kids usually have eggs and a fruit or eggs and toast. That's just the way they are. I am going to start incorporating stuff like pancakes into the mix, because I can make pancakes from scratch and it's easy and it makes quite a few. There's a new recipe that I want to try for the kids for lunch, and it'll be simple and easy. And so that's it's pizza rolls, not like pizza rolls like you buy frozen, but like you take a tortilla and you put marinara on it, sprinkle cheese, and you roll it and then bake it, which my oven's not working right now. It broke. I gotta get it fixed, whatever. Everything just keeps breaking. But I'm going to take and put them in a skillet and toast them that way. And maybe they'll taste good. I don't know. We're going to try it and see if they'll eat it. My daughter absolutely loves pizza. And so maybe it'll be a good little lunch that I can do for them. My son's not very picky, so he should like it. But the meals that I've got is meatballs, which for the meatballs we'll either have rice or potatoes with it, and probably green beans. I will probably do potatoes because I plan on doing meatballs with a brown gravy, and so potatoes will go with it, and then we can do green beans. I don't personally like green beans, but I'll make green beans for the rest of my family because my son will eat them, my husband will eat them, my daughter, it's a hit or miss. And I'll probably cook me some carrots because that's about the only vegetable I like sitting on my plate. We'll do that one day next week. And I have these written out for Monday through Saturday, but that doesn't mean that we have to have them on those days. I just wrote them out that way so that I would have 6 meals. And then I got, the next one is chicken wings. I've got I think it's a 2.5 or 3.5 pound bag of chicken wings in my freezer that I found the other day, and so I'm going to pull those out and thaw them out and do French fries, and I will probably have a salad with mine. I may end up making some mac and cheese because my kids love mac and cheese. And then we received a ham for Christmas from the church that we previously went to, and I took and chopped it up into sections and froze it. And so I'm going to take and do like a ham and potato mix for one day next week. So all I'll need then is potatoes and a vegetable. I've got the meat. And then one of the days, last week I took and made a taco mix that's got like taco meat, beans, rice, stuff like that in it. And so I had leftovers and I just took and froze it, put it in the freezer for another day, whatever we didn't eat that week. And so next week we'll be having some of that. And then I have chicken Alfredo planned, and then beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread I don't need anything for. I've got everything here at the house. I got most of everything. So, well, I got a lot of everything. But I need some side stuff. I gotta get a bag of chicken. I usually get my chicken from Tin Box. They usually have a 10-pound frozen bag of leg quarters for like $6.88 is what I usually pay. When I look it up online, it says $9. I don't know. Maybe the price went up. Who knows? I wrote on my list that it was $9. And so whenever we go over there and it's cheaper, if it's cheaper, we'll be happily surprised. And so that'll take some money off. But I have to pick stuff up for the church because we have a board meeting coming up this Sunday, and so I gotta pick up. Somebody else is making a pot of chili, and I have the sides duty, and so I gotta pick up crackers and sour cream, cheese, things like that. And we need another case of water, so my list is a little bit more expensive this week. Right now we're sitting at about $75. I don't know why. Oh, because I'm buying milk, butter, things like that. Actually, Tin Box this week has potatoes, a 10-pound bag of potatoes on sale for $2.98, and I paid almost $6 last week for a 10-pound bag. So I am picking up 2 bags of those because what we don't eat before they go bad, I can can them. I know how to can them, and that way we can preserve as much for my family, and, you know, later on I don't have to buy potatoes as much. I'm looking at about $75, and I'm hoping to beat that price. That is the goal each week. I am writing down the cheapest price that I can find according to the grocery stores that are available for me, and the goal is to beat the price. So before taxes, I have about $75 here to get. And I'm hoping that, you know, I won't have to run back to the grocery store and pick anything up. I've been doing pretty good. Last week, I didn't go to the grocery store and pick up anything besides diapers. I ran out of diapers for Daniel, and I didn't run out before I went to the grocery store. I had another day's worth of diapers, but I don't like to get that low, and so I did go and get a package of diapers, which they marked up the price. It was like $5 something for a small pack of diapers at the grocery store, and they went up $2, so they were 50 cents cheaper than name brand, which was stupid to me. But yeah, I will see you in the morning after doctor appointments. Daniel's got his 9-month checkup, even though he's 10 months old. So we got to do that, and then I got to go and get groceries and come home and start dinner and blah blah blah. Yeah. Alright, so I got a little bit of footage while grocery shopping. I always forget to do it because I'm in the mode of get it done, and so I forget half the time to do it. But I did get a little bit, and let me zoom out. Okay, so I got more than what I had planned on getting because they had some really good deals on certain things, and I stocked up for the future so that, you know, my bill will be less later on. So, they had ground beef for $2.65 per pound, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it. And so I grabbed one. I wish I would have had the money to grab 3 or 4 of them so that I could put it back for stock. But I did grab one. This will do us probably 7 meals, depending on what it is that I make. And then we got 3 cheeses. Here you go, baby. I got, the rice was not on my grocery list. It was only $2 at Aldi's. I grabbed it because we've been eating a lot of rice. They did not have the chicken that I usually get, and so I had to get a whole chicken, which is fine. We'll make do. But I got almost everything at Aldi's for a cheaper price. So, almost everything here came from Aldi's, and I will, I'll take and add everything up and give you the total of what I actually spent. They had, thank you, they had potatoes for $2, and they had potatoes at $10 for $2.98 per 10-pound bag, and I paid almost $6 for a 10-pound bag last week. And so me and my husband decided that we needed to stock up, and whatever we don't eat, I will take and can the rest of it so that they don't go bad, and it'll last us a long time. This should at least last us a month. To be honest, probably 6 weeks. Just depends on how many potato dishes we eat in the next month and a half. So this should last us until, you know, the next time they go on a good sale. And then everything else was on a good price. It wasn't necessarily cheap compared to what, like, the potatoes were almost half the price, and so that was like a steal. And so I had to get some of those, and then this was on a super good price. I usually pay $2.90 per pound for ground beef, and it was $2.65 this week, and so I had to grab one of these because I just couldn't justify not getting it. And so this will help me in the long run. And so the only thing that I got that was not on my list was the rice. And let's see, that piece of bread right there, I got that because it was 88 cents. I got it. And I think that is all. Everything else I think was on my list. I had on my list to get 2 bags, and my husband told me to go get more, so I ended up getting 3 more. So I have a total of 50 pounds of potatoes to process, and that'll be a video later on when it's time to process them. I will make a video on that and show you how I plan to preserve these. But other than that, pretty much everything else was on my list, and everything was cheaper than what I had originally set. But I did spend more than what I was expecting to. So I will tally everything and come back and let you know how much I spent for what I got. Hello, good morning. I am doing this the next day because last night was hectic. I got home, I put groceries away, I cut meat up, and I made dinner. And then I was pooped and ready to just relax. So I didn't do this last night. I did this the next day. Coffee. So I thought I would kind of do a breakdown of everything. I'm not going to go through every little thing that I bought, but I'll go through some of the big ticket items that I didn't plan on buying, but I bought because it was really, really cheap compared to what it usually is. And so, first things first, I bought 50 pounds of potatoes. I had planned on buying 20. And then I called my husband and was talking to him about it, and he's like, prices are fixing to go up, and since the potatoes are half the price of what you paid last week, grab extra and can it so that we'll have it for a later day. Because we don't know with the prices going up, we don't know when they are going to come back down or levelize or whatever you want to call it. So I bought 50 pounds of potatoes to process, and I'll make a video of that and show you what I'm going to do to process them. I want to do a little bit of research. Oh, baby. Yeah, receive. I want to do a little research and see if I can't figure out multiple ways of processing them instead of the way that I did last time. The way I did it last time is I water bath canned them, and I did just regular salted potatoes in a jar. You take them out and you can cook them and make mashed potatoes. You're supposed to be able to. You're supposed to be able to fry them like fried potatoes. Mommy. Yeah. You're supposed to be able to do multiple things with it. We just made mashed potatoes with it, and if I needed a side for my kids' lunch, I would open up a jar and give them just potatoes, and they liked it that way. They didn't have a problem. So that's the way I did it last time. I would like to explore different options. Are you done eating? Are you done eating? You need me to get you down? Okay, so I got 50 pounds of potatoes.
Mommy.
The other thing that I bought that...
Mommy.
Yes, baby. In a minute, Mommy is talking. The other thing I bought was ground beef. Now, it is 73... What is it? 73.27? It just says 73 here. The other part would be 27, I think. Now, it was $2.65 per pound. I know that that is the cheap quality ground beef. That doesn't bother me or my family. My hair is a mess. That doesn't bother my family. So, do with it what you will. But I found at $10 a 10-pound thing of ground beef for $2.65 per pound. So before taxes, it came out to be $25.60. Usually for ground beef, I pay $28 to $30 per 10-pound block, and so I saved about $3 to $5 on ground beef, and in the long run, that is a good thing. And so I couldn't pass up that deal. That's why saving money doing groceries each week and sticking it back, that's for those moments when it's rock bottom price and you need to stock up. Okay, take 3. So yeah, I went to 10 Box and I picked up ground beef. I usually get a 10-pound bag of leg quarters. That's a glare. Let's see if I can make it a little bit better. I usually get a 10-pound bag of leg quarters for $6.88. They didn't have that. They had bags, like 2.5-pound bags of chicken breast or chicken tenders for like $5. And so that, to me, that didn't really, I didn't want to do that. So I got a whole chicken for $6.97. Because one of the meals that we're going to be having this week is chicken Alfredo. I need chicken for that. And I got Roma tomatoes and two bags of potatoes, so 20 pounds of potatoes. So to round everything up, I got 45 items for $122.59. And that includes their popcorn chicken for lunch and my drink. So you're looking at $4 less, so what, $118 if you want to take those out, about $118. But if you divide $122.59 by 45, everything comes out to be about $2.72 per item. And while that's expensive for some things like bananas or the cucumbers or the tomatoes I bought, yes, it is expensive. But then you go over to the stuff like milk, over to the hamburger meat, the potatoes. I didn't count the hamburger meat as 10 because it's 10 pounds. I counted it as 1. So $2.72 for a 10-pound log of hamburger meat. I mean, you really, at the end of the day, yes, it is a big price, but at the end of the day, you can't beat it. And so, yes, my goal was, what was my goal? $70.63 before tax. I did go over it. I did. But at the end of the day, the potatoes will last my family at least 4 to 6 weeks. The hamburger meat is going to last my family 6 or 7 meals. I can't remember if I chunked it up into 6 or 7 pieces. But 6 or 7 meals. And I made the cat. I made the meatball subs last night, and there's enough leftovers to do everybody again tonight if we wanted meatball subs. And so, you really can't beat it. Nay. I calculated everything for dinner last night, and it came up to be $6.40 for 4 people. And yeah, $6.40 for 4 people, and we had leftovers to do us for the next day. You can't beat that. So I hope that this is a little bit of encouragement for you to go out and penny pinch, be a tightwad with me. If so, put down in the comments. What was your success this week? When you went grocery shopping, what was your success? And tell me in the comments. I would love to hear it, because it's always inspiring to me to see somebody else do better, you know? And my goal is to save enough money. My old grocery bill was $175 to $200 per week. And my goal is to beat that. And whatever I save from that, because I'm going to pull out $200 every time, and what I save for that, I'm going to stick in a hidey hole and help pay off debt. But I want to save up enough that I can go when ground beef is $2.65 per pound and pick up enough to last us for 6 weeks. I want to get to the point where I am grocery shopping for the essentials every 4 to 6 weeks. That is my goal. And then all I'll have to do is go get fresh produce each week for the kids and for us. So, that is the goal. This week was the start of it, but it's going to take me a little while before I am able to truly do that. I have some ideas on how to meal plan, and I'll go through that with you. I'll go through that with you on another video. But that is all I got to say for this video. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you did this week. I want to know if you beat your goal. And y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Why do you have mac and cheese on your toys?